My next guest is going to be back in action this Saturday, taking on Alen Amedovski. It is Joseph Pyfer joining me here on the program for the very first time. Joseph, how are you, man?
I'm great. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Hey, thank you for doing this. Again, fight is right around the corner. I imagine Sunday's sort of a rest day for you. What do you typically get up to on a Sunday?
Oh, man. Well, this past weekend, I've been up to a lot. I usually do try to take at least one day off a week. I do train 6 days a week, so Sunday is supposed to be the designated rest day, but I went and sold a car and then bought a car, so I was in New York. I didn't get home till late, but yeah, I've been doing a lot, man. So, but just kind of chilling the rest of the day. Going to link up with Sean Brady later and enjoy the rest of the Sunday.
Very cool. How did the sale go with the car?
It went great. I had a C6 Z06. I got rid of it. Actually, one of my sponsors bought it. And it was a dream car of mine. And then I just bought a Mitsubishi Evo 8, which is a all-wheel drive powerhouse. It makes 812 to all wheels. So I'm super excited.
Good for you, man. That's good. Not just punching people in the face. I guess you can, do a bit of car sales too, which is cool. So
yeah. I build cars on the side. So not
you really? Oh, that's cool.
I build cars. So that became like my therapy of not my therapy, but it became my my escape from, you can't be sucked into the world completely of just fighting and nothing else. It kind of wears your mind a little bit thin.
It's very crucial. I think for anyone in general, it's funny you mentioned Sean Brady. I just spoke to Pat Sabatini last week. I know he's big into fishing, and he's like, man, if I didn't have fishing, I'd be, consumed too much in the fight world. So you kind of need that break, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's that fine balance of, a lot of people just live to work these days, and I want to work so that way I can live. Fortunately, I'm in a great profession that allows me to make my own schedule and do the things that I want to do. Wake up when I want. Fortunately, during camps, you got to adhere to your coaches and what they say, what time. But yeah, I have a lot of freedom with what I do, and I enjoy it. And the cars is something that puts a smile on my face. I'm really big into it.
Looked like you got a full camp for this fight. When did you find out?
So I was already in camp. I haven't stopped camp. I've been in camp for about 19, 20 weeks. And because I went from the Contender Series fight, I did a 14-week camp for that, just because I didn't want to shock my body with 2 years out with surgery. That was my second fight in 2 years. So, I did a very long, excruciating camp, and then I signed for this fight. I literally fought Tuesday, won the contract. As soon as I got off the plane on a Wednesday, I signed the contract in the airport still for this fight. And this fight is on my birthday, so I'll be turning 26 years old. Yeah, I'll be turning 26, man. I'm getting old, approaching 30.
Oh, dude,
bro.
no, old is how old I am, which I'm not going to mention here. I'll just say late 30s. But no, man, you're not even in the prime right now. You're in you're in the good age. So those are the golden years right now. You're mid 20s, man. So that's very cool. Speaking of contracts, I know you're with Vayner Sports. Tell me how that all came together with you linking up with them.
Yeah, so my main guy is Lloyd Pearson, and Lloyd Pearson manages Eddie Alvarez, Anthony Smith, O'Malley, Aljamain Sterling. He's a great guy. I'm what's the word? An anomaly, I guess. A little bit of a rare situation with him because usually they accumulate fighters that are already somewhere is the best way to put it. And they picked me up when I was 2-0 as a pro. 1-0 as a pro. I signed with them right before I became 2-0 as a pro. And, my documentary that came out from a kid that I was friends with in high school who now works for that Balaji management group because that's who Lloyd Pearson used to be with. Yeah. And so I signed with them because Eddie Alvarez, I guess, reshared my documentary. They saw it and they were taken back emotionally with my story and my grit, my determination to keep doing this. And this is before the broken arm and everything. This is about 4 or 5 years ago. So I've been with them for pretty much my entire pro career, and they've treated me more than well. And I don't think many people can really. Here's the thing, man. I've been in this game for 20 years. I've seen a lot of people come and go. Everybody thinks I'm new, and I am new. I'm new to you guys, but I'm not new to this game. And I've seen a lot of people make the wrong decisions with managements, and I try to help my teammates even right now. Even the ones that are top 15 in the world. I try to help them because I'm not stupid and I can't fight forever and I want to make money. So my point in saying this is that, you know, it came together because I put my story out there. You know, there's going to be criticism. There's going to be people that don't like me just for the way I look and the things and, you know, whatever it is, what it is. But I've gotten so much positive feedback since I did it. And that really is, you know, credit to my man, Chandler Henry, who I went to high school with, who put out the documentary with me and approached me and said, "Hey, your story's amazing. I've known you since high school. Let's make this something so that way you can, you know, really connect with your people that are going to follow you on this journey. I think you're going to be in the UFC one day." So, you know, this was me and him, and we sat down, we did it. And, yeah, I mean, I sold Lloyd Pearson on it, and he said, "Look, I don't do this, but I believe that you're going to take this all the way. And, again, we don't do this, but we're going to sign you." So I signed with them, and they've taken care of me ever since, man.
And it's well-deserved, kind of like you getting in the UFC, man. It's funny you mentioned that about, you know, a lot of people don't know you or whatever. I think people who follow the regional scene have been paying attention to you for a while. And I know it's been kind of a long road to get to the UFC in terms of, you know, having the injury, being out. There's so many things that have happened. Now that we're here on Fight Week, are you able to enjoy it, kind of, you know, the process of being in that UFC Fight Week?
I don't know. I'm not in Vegas yet. Listen, I'm cool as a cucumber right now, man. Like I'm not stressed out or anything. Like I my biggest stress was always getting to this platform, and I'm not content. Don't mistake it for, you know, I'm a UFC fight. Like, look, bro, I don't even have a fucking outfit from the UFC yet. That says my name on it. So I'm not comfortable in that way. But I'm comfortable with I'm comfortable because I know who I'm training with. I know how good I am. I know how much better I'm going to be throughout these years. You know, as long as I want to do this. And I mean, I'm going with guys that are in title contention very, very soon, and I do very well. And except with Sean Brady on the ground, just got to say it. Sean Brady's a different beast on the ground. But, you know, listen, man, I'm training with top guys, and this is fight week for me, but I don't feel it yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taken back by anything. I'm not, like, super nervous. You know, I always get nervous, but it's not going to be until it's time to fight. And so right now, I'm cool, man. I'm ready to, you know, finish. I got tomorrow. I got 2 a day tomorrow. And I'm ready to get out there, man, and do this fucking thing.
Let's talk about your opponent here, Alen Amedovski, 8-3 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I think he's a great matchup. Listen, I was going to take a little bit of time off, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I think it's a good matchup. I was going to take a little bit of time off because, you know, there's some things that I got to get handled in my personal life. And, you know, they gave me this fight, and I was like, look, they want me to fight. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to put it on them. And I got knockout power, man. So I think this is going to be an early fight. But obviously we're always prepared for 15 minutes. I think my boxing's better than his. I think my wrestling's better than his. I think my power is much bigger than his. Having said that, I think he's a dangerous guy. You know, we're all in the UFC. Everybody's dangerous. I think he's a dangerous guy. I think he's a little bit sloppy. It's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? This guy's on a 3-fight losing streak. We know what he's fighting for right now. You know what I mean? And a guy that's fighting to keep his job is a very dangerous guy. So, you know, I respect him. And, you know, this is what it is. Like, people take this as shit talk, but it's like, you know, fuck this guy. I got to go out there and whoop this dude's ass because I have to live. You know what I mean? He's had his chance, and he's failed 3 times. You know what I mean? This is my first chance. I'm going in to hurt this dude. So, you know, with all due respect, I think I'm going to absolutely murder this kid. So, I don't see him making it out of round 2, brother.
Love it.
I think I'm better everywhere to answer your question.
Yes, I kind of figured that. Yeah. No, that's great, man. It's yeah, I like the honesty there. You talked a bit about training camp. You know, Sean Brady, obviously a lot of really good training partners there. Who've been some of the main guys this camp that have helped you get ready for this fight?
So Sean Brady, I train with a lot. Andre Petrowski, I train with him a lot. I've trained with him for almost, you know, 8-9 years or whatever it's been. So that's my guy. I've been training with him for a little bit. I would probably say the main guy has been Sean Brady.
Wow.
Even for the last camp, man, I was fighting a 6'4" guy. Look, I know I'm not going to get any better rounds than going with that kid. And I'm kind of cringing at myself because I've given him so much, like, so much credit, and you know, but he deserves it, man. And I don't say it because he's, you know, doing well in the UFC. This dude, it's like I've gotten so much better, and I'm so appreciative to train with somebody that literally is demonic with his training. He's very strict, very military style, like scheduled, and this kid can work, man. So, you know, being around a kid like that and training with that, like, and I'm the same way, man. Like, you know, I'm the same way. I'm definitely not at his level. I don't know how his body can fucking do what he does, but, you know, I'm not at his level, but I aspire to be, you know, better than him. So I'm taking after him, and I'm trying to do all the things that he's doing. You know, he's guiding me, he helps me, you know, so, yeah, I would say Sean Brady's the main guy. I've been working with Jeremiah Wells a little bit more, too.
That was another name I was going to mention. It's funny because all of you guys are on a roll right now. You mentioned Andre. You know, you've got Brady, you've got Wells, you've got Pat Sabatini as well. So that's got to feel good being in the gym right now with you guys, you know, really sort of setting a high standard for the rest of you.
Yeah. Well, and I worked with, I actually worked with Brendan Allen a little bit. He came up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And then I worked with Randy Brown, too. Randy Brown's the man, dude. That kid's he's got underrated hands. So, and that maybe not underrated. We all know he's got good boxing, but I think he's gonna show out coming October, man. So I think he's coming out for my fight. I got a lot of people coming out for my fight. You know, like a lot of support, and you know, it's all good intentions, man. Like I'm not gonna live forever, and I want to make this moment small so I can go out there and make the moment big. You know what I mean? So you know, I appreciate all these guys that give me work: Jeremiah, Brady, Andre, Randy Brown, you know, Brendan, who I just recently trained with, and you know, they're some good people, man.
How did you link up with Brendan Allen? What's the connection there?
I don't know. First time I met him, he was at the gym and I was at the gym. And then we hit it off because me and him are both super into cars. So, you know, cool dude, man. Good guy.
One of the nicest guys I've ever spoken to, Brendan. Just like really, really cool guy. I know he can talk a little trash too, but deep down, we know Brendan's a pretty cool guy.
Man. Right? Hey, listen, the trash talk. Look, it's only natural. Like you got somebody, and you know, if me and you were fighting, it's like, how do you not get upset at somebody that's saying they're gonna punch you in your face and
right?
Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's kind of crazy that people think that we shouldn't talk shit to each other, and it's like, look, I personally, I have to not I don't like the guy I'm fighting, and he didn't do anything to me other than
it's just that mentality. You have to have that going in, right? Yeah,
man. I don't want to like this guy. Like this guy's gonna punch me in my fucking face. Like screw you. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. I don't want to get punched in the face by him, so I'm gonna go out there and try to beat his ass. So. But yeah, man, Brendan Allen was really cool. He was up there with a guy named Tuco, which is his teammate, and he knows my coach, Coach John, and you know, we just keep the camaraderie, man. And it's like, look, and I forgot to mention my guy. I trained with what's his face, Kyle Dawkins a little bit too. He's been
no way, I love Kyle.
I mean, listen, man, we're trying to build an army here, you know, and at the end of the day, we don't sit there and try to recruit people, but we are a team that is doing very well. And it's not because of any other reason than we just work harder than people, man. I mean, truly, we just work harder than people. That's really what it's about. Like, and I think other guys that come in here and don't know that, find that out. So it's different where we train. We ain't got no AC, bro. We train in fucking 100-degree humidity. We don't give a shit. We train. We're on the 4th floor, so you got to walk your ass up 4 floors. So, but yeah, man, it's good. Our team is getting bigger. But yeah, I forgot Kyle Dawkins. I've been working with him a little bit. So. Yeah. And
just last thing on Brendan Allen, just because I'm kind of connecting the dots here. So was there any issues with Brendan training there? Because his really good friend is Bilal Muhammad, who happens to be fighting Sean Brady next month.
Nah, not that I know of, man. Look, at the end of the day, I don't.
Well, I know, it doesn't matter to you. I was just curious if Brady was maybe like, "Hey, aren't you buddies with Bilal?" I don't know. Like, some fighters are different with that stuff. I just figured.
So I don't think Brady knew it, and I didn't know that. Okay. We don't really like fucking pay attention to that shit, to be honest. We just
I know you're not worried about it. I just threw it out there anyway. That's interesting.
No problem, man. Like,
because they used to train together at Rufus Sport. That's why they're friends, Bilal and Brendan Allen. So there you go.
Yeah. No, I didn't know. I didn't know. You know, me personally, man. Like I don't like that kind of stuff. Like, listen, I train with Kyle Dawkins. I'm not fighting Kyle Dawkins. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not one of these guys. Like, I can't do that. It's not me. Like, I care about people. I have a good heart. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not saying to say I'm a great person, but I have a good heart and I care about people. And I have to care about somebody to train with them. and really, like, I have to believe in them. You know what I mean? I want to help them too. So I don't want it to just be about me. And if I want to help you, you know, I got to call you a friend, or else I can't help you. And if we're not friends, sure, like, we'll fight. But, you know, I'm not going to train with you if we're going to fight in the future. It is what it is. Cause I just, I'll turn it into something more than it is and get very pissed off. So I just don't like doing that stuff. You know what I mean, man? I don't want to go through my life being upset and like fighting friends and shit like that. There's enough people in the UFC. There's enough people in the middleweight roster. I'm not fighting people I train with. So, you know, that's my opinion.
No, and a lot of fighters share that same opinion. It's good to hear. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Well, sadly, Sean Brady can't be. He's been in a couple of my fights, but he's got his camp. You know, what's best for him is that he focuses on his camp, being as though he's just a little bit of a month out, 5-6 weeks. So I have Andre Petrosky returning in the favor for me cornering him against when he fought his last fight.
Maximov, right?
Yeah. So, Andre Petrosky, one of my other coaches, Jonathan Webb, Webb Fitness, and then John Marquez, who's partnered with Daniel Gracie and EEFC. Well, Marquez MMA now, but yeah. So Coach John, and Petrosky.
UFC 279, we had that last night. What did you make of the main event? Nate Diaz going out on a win and getting the submission over Tony Ferguson.
I was pissed, man. I needed him to win by decision. I would have made a couple grand, but yeah. I mean, dude, he's a dog. Honestly, he was taking a shit ton of calf kicks, like shin kicks and whatnot. So, you know, he didn't fall down, and it was cool, man. I didn't like that fight though. I didn't like any of the fights that were yesterday. Like, Kevin Holland's not a grappler. He's like, we're MMA fighters, but you know, he's predominantly a striker, and it doesn't take away from him. I think he was doing really well scrambling, trying to make him like, I don't know. I think if he could have got up, man, like, I think we would all have seen like how much energy Khamzat was exerting. And then I think he had to choke on the wrong side. So I would have liked to have seen Kevin at least get up and like throw hands. You know, I don't know.
No, I like the honesty.
I liked the original fights better than last night's fights. I would have rather seen Kevin Holland fight
Daniel Rodriguez,
and I would have rather seen Tony Ferguson fight Li Jingliang, because I mean, Tony's on a 5-fight losing streak. I just don't think. I don't know. I don't think you're alone in that assessment, especially after with what happened last night with him. Like you said, fifth straight loss there. So I mean, like he took him down, right? He took him down. Yeah. He made like the biggest mistake to just hang your head. I'm not saying I wouldn't get caught with that, but like, come on, man. Like, you're a veteran in the sport. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't like seeing, like, I like Tony, man. I don't like seeing him lose. It's like these guys, like even Nate Diaz, dude's like, I'm gonna fight till I'm fucking 56 years old. It's like, bro, what? Like, you gotta have half a brain cell left, dude. Like, I don't know. That's me.
We're looking forward to seeing you fight, man. September 17th, UFC Fight Night. This was awesome, man. I really appreciate the time. If there's anyone you'd like to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors or any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, SC Arms with Derek. I want to give them a shout out. I'm just going to give my sponsors a shout out because they've really helped me. And I want fighters to understand, like, people, like young fighters out there, like, sponsorships are everything that helped me get to where I'm at. The little businesses, don't forget them. So, you know, SC Arms, you know, H&H Excavating with Mike Hartman, my strength and conditioning coach, Adam Ferris. You know, I got my man Ray Walker. There's a couple other ones that John May with May Insurance. That guy's been there with me for a long time. Derek Weidman with Dependable Solutions, and John Wallman. He's actually a movie producer. So he's all these people have contributed, man, to my cause of just believing in myself when nobody else did, and helped me make these training camps. So super thankful. Rich McHugh Roofing and Damian Breen. Damian Breen, I hope you're doing well. He actually just had surgery. He's been going through a lot of health issues. But Rich McHugh Roofing and, you know, Damian Breen Construction. So if you guys need a house built, I got you.